So recently, a new student who's new to the game asked me, well, what's the most important thing? And I think that's a fair question. And I said, tilt. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, tilt is not anger, as I said earlier. It's not anger. It's a fuzzy kind of thing that happens to your brain when man loses money. We get separated from our chickens. It's more on. Like that's why we're so. That's why we all can't get along. And So it's important to understand that if you're gonna have control of it while you play, it's important to be ready for it. One great example of like, well, then how do you get ready, coach? I would tell you that you know when you're quitting when you start. You know what time's quitting time, and you know, and you never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Okay, sorry, just bear with me there. I'm a terrible singer, but you need to have a plan when you go in and play. Okay, there's time enough for the other stuff when you're done. And a great example of that is when I coach players who play cash live as opposed to internet, because on internet I have a different formula. Online I have a different formula, but in live I'm talking like, okay, so we're going to play for 3 hours, and we're going to schedule a 4-hour session because there's going to be breaks scheduled in. That keeps your tilt factor and your groundedness and your focus in control. And if you think about it, basketball players, baseball players, golfers, tennis, they all have breaks, things like that, to reset between each set. I'm thinking tennis there, but it could be any sport. So in poker, let's say I knew I was going to be in the casino for 4 hours. I get there at 9, and I'm going to leave at 1 a.m. I would schedule 3 breaks. And my actual play time would be like 3 hours and 15 minutes. And those breaks would be exactly when I said they're going to be. And when you come back to the table, you have a set way of you come back and you take the big blind. You know where you are. You're grounded. You're breathing right. You took a walk. Whatever it is that your anti-tilt is. Some folks listen to music. Some folks think about the hands they've already played and write stuff down in their car. That's what I like to do. I used to like to go to my car, take out my little black book, and write notes about the players I'm playing against. It's unbelievable what comes out of your mind when you're doing this kind of stuff. And